this really just needs to be sanded at this point. I've got the edge profiles on. It just needs a ton of sanding.
Oh, guess what?
What?
Your mic's not on.
Oh. So will none of that be?
Probably not. We can go over again. It's fine.
Okay, so.
Oh yeah, so we talked.
We didn't really talk about the legs much. I don't think, other than I think at one point early on I was talking about the white oak being heavily figured, and how since I was having to laminate two pieces together. Yeah, remember you filmed me taking it out of clamps.
Now
That's
I remember.
Right. Yeah, we were over there. It was right here, as I recall, and I probably said something like, "That looks pretty good, right? You can't really tell."
That's actually uncanny.
Is that what's right above it? I don't think
Doesn't sound right.
Nebraska above Oklahoma?
What's above Oklahoma?
Yeah, what's right above Oklahoma? Yeah. Let's ask Siri.
Hey Siri.
What's the state above Oklahoma?
Okay, I found this on the web. What's the state of
Siri sucks so much. Here, I'm gonna ask Google.
Even then.
What's the state above Oklahoma?
Kansas on the north, Missouri on the northeast,
Kansas on the
Arkansas
north.
on the east.
Thanks, Google.
Nebraska's above Kansas. Right.
He was talking to Google Assistant.
What's the state above Kansas? Keep going. Kansas is bordered by Nebraska to the north.
Yeah.
We know our geography.
So anyway, happy to say like it looks pretty good. So
Yeah.
I don't think I'm gonna need to. I was thinking of different ideas that I could do if it didn't look good. One of them was gonna be kind of leaning into it and making a little seam where the two pieces meet, and then maybe like putting like either inlaying a contrasting piece of wood or epoxy or something. But I think it'll be clean enough by the time it's all sanded and everything. These are all still very rough. That I'm not going to need to do any of that. It should be good. There could be like slight depth differences and stuff right now. So yeah, and then I'm also going to put an edge profile on the back, which will like kind of draw your eye probably more to that part of to the outsides of the leg rather than the seam right in the center. So it looks fine right now, and it should only get better as I proceed through like finalizing them.
What are we doing out here?
Well, I was gonna say, we do need to clean up this table. It's a little ridiculous if you ask me.
I need to take the engine hoist
It's gonna take just the engine hoist?
because I'm gonna take the engine out of the truck.
What are you doing with that? Just throwing it away? See if it'll fit into the garbage?
The old Evo. I'm gonna do like a Johnny Cash, like one piece at a time. I'm gonna throw it away.
I'd get it one piece at a time, and it wouldn't cost me a dime.
One
You
nut
should,
at
that's
a time.
actually good. What's like the biggest single piece?
The block.
How big would that be?
Like,
How much do you think it weighs? 80 pounds?
yeah, no, not that much. With everything out of it, probably like 45 pounds.
Damn, you probably could really throw it away one piece at a time.
Oh, you definitely could.
That's pretty
But
cool.
I can sell it. Someone will.
No, throw it away one piece at a time. Just have
Nah,
a
put it in
story.
the landfill.
So I'm talking about fractions of a penny here, and over time, they add up to a lot.
Yeah.
But then for the top, we definitely talked about this on camera, but again, with the white oak being so varied in the way that it looks, so you can kind of tell this, and this are all three from one board. This and this are both from one board. This and this are from one board. So we got that like kind of symmetrical pattern going out. And then this is the underside. So this still needs a lot of cleaning up too, but it's all shaped. I've got the edge profiles cut onto it. This part of projects always sucks. Like you'd think you'd be happy to be on the home stretch, and I am, but it's always like, now every little thing is so slow. Like to like take a bunch of time to like do these little things to come together, and a bunch of sanding and finishing, and you're, at least with me, I'm usually like kind of getting over a project by the time I get to this point. In one sense, there's like relief because you're like, oh, it's all working out, and you can see that it's gonna work. You don't have like those big question marks anymore. But then on the other hand, it's like, all right, I think I'm ready to move on to the next one now.
Yeah, I'm like, no, I threw away the engine one piece at a time. All right, guys, what's up? Today we're gonna be throwing away the head gasket. Let's do it.
And then you show every week, it's like recovering all the same footage to get the engine out, take the whole thing apart, all the way to this gasket. Okay, let's do it.
Here's what happened last week.
Yeah. I'm really excited for today's episode. It's gonna be a really fun one. Let's get to it. Taking out the number 8 head bolt.
And then how much longer do you think this son of a bitch will be here?
I gotta decide if I want to attempt to rebuild it or if I want to take it somewhere and have.
How much would it cost to have somebody else
I don't
do it?
know.
What does rebuild mean?
Tear it all down, check. Well, you would, replace like basically every gasket, every seal. Keep basically all the internals, but like, put new piston rings and bolts and stuff like that. It's more of like a labor thing than parts, really.
Do you have a guess for how much it would cost? $1 million.
CNC eagle on the top of it or
Hell
something.
yeah.
And then
Let's do it. Oh my God, a bald eagle epoxy.
although I heard that it's not an actual bald eagle that makes that sound.
That's just like what we think.
I think,
Yeah,
yeah.
what if bald eagles actually were like,
Just do like fart noises.